Hi boxing fans, welcome to Plenty People Boxing. Anthony Joshua faces Oleksandr Usyk for the second time on the 20th of August 2022 in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The first time the pair met back in September 2021 in Tottenham, UK. Oleksandr Usyk outclassed and outpointed AJ in front of boxing and British fans, taking his WBO, WBA, IBO and IBF titles to himself after previously relinquishing all 6 major belts at cruiserweight. But you know what, let's take a closer look at both boxers. The contender, Anthony Joshua, AJ, as a 32-year-old two-time heavyweight champion of the world. His first 20 fights as a professional ended in knockouts. He won via knockout. His first loss came in the hands of Andy Ruiz in one of the greatest upsets of the 2010s. But he got his revenge by beating Ruiz. He regained his belt by boxing clean, albeit out of character. What we know AJ to do is to beat people up and knock them out. AJ is who you would model the ideal heavyweight champion of the world. He stands tall, he's well built. The guy is a unit. It looks more like a Lennox Lewis, even more built than Lennox Lewis. And he's one of the most powerful punchers in the game. His punches carry a lot of power and he's a ferocious finisher. He started boxing late at the age of 18 and he has an amateur record of 40 wins. Although he's not with the best team and he's not the best at the art of boxing, you can rely on his deadly and powerful boxes and combinations. And aside Oleksandr Usyk, Anthony Joshua has beaten every man who stepped into the ring with. Now, 36-year-old Oleksandr Usyk is the current heavyweight champion of the world. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall with an untainted record of 19 wins in 19 fights. He started boxing at the age of 15 and he has over 330 wins as an amateur. 330 compared to AJ's 40. He's an elite level boxer, and at cruiserweight he defeated Brady's and Gassiev, both with previously undefeated records in over 20 fights, to unify the belt at cruiserweight. Although his punches are not as powerful as AJ's, they don't carry as much weight as AJ's, or even Luis Ortiz, or even Derek Chisora. You can rely on his style of boxing. He's evasive when he has to, and he's really aggressive when he has to. He rains punches on you when he sees a crack. He's a good counter puncher. But does a prime Usyk stand a chance against prime Anthony Joshua? Because with changes to his training camp and his mentality, AJ is expected to seek revenge in his traditional style to knock Usyk out. In heavyweight boxing, we know the power of one punch, especially with a smaller guy. You can check Deontay Wilder's resume. So if AJ lands a signature uppercut, the one that landed on Vladimir Klitschko, the one that landed on Dillian White, how long can Usyk stand? If there's one thing true about this rematch, it is this: Usyk is not going to win in the way and manner he won the last time. I really doubt that this fight goes the distance or even exceeds 10 rounds. At most, I think 11 rounds. So does Oleksandr Usyk have the power to take down one of the best heavyweights in his prime? Can he do that? Because even the evasive Chris Baird was knocked out in cold blood by an Ikiabuchi who walked his body like his legacy depended on it. he so punched his body before landing a killer punch that put Bird out of the game, out of the match. And despite it being his poorest night out, AJ had Usyk's face battered in the last fight, the last time out. So in this next fight on the 20th of August, I think we see the very best of Anthony Joshua. I think we see him aggressive. I think we see the ferocious finisher. I think we see him exerting his power more than he did the last time. I think we see the AJ that faced Klitschko. I think we see the AJ that faced Dillian Whyte with so much bad blood before their fight. I think we see an AJ that is ready to get all his belts back. And for Usyk, I think this is going to be his biggest challenge yet, and he knows that. So I think we see Oleksandr Usyk in his own very best too. I think we see him deploying elite level southpaw technique and defense, boxing and not getting boxed, the very art of boxing. We know that if this is just down to power, Anthony Joshua wins clean. And if this is just down to technique, Usyk wins clean. Like the last time when AJ came out to fight Usyk and left his biggest ally, his biggest weapon, his power and punches at home. But my prediction for the fight is that Anthony Joshua wins by way of knockout within 10 rounds. Tell me what you think. Do you think Usyk beats AJ with, even despite changing his head coach to being Robert Garcia and his mentality, or do you think that? What do you think? I think it's going to be one of the most interesting boxing matches, given that the winner of this fight goes on to fight a unification bout with Tyson Fury. It's been a long time since we've seen an undisputed champion, heavyweight champion. It's been a long time. I don't think we've seen an undisputed since Lennox Lewis. You know. So tell me what you think in the comment section, and also tell me, who would you rather see fight Fury, Anthony Joshua or Oleksandr Usyk? I'll see you in the comment section. My name is Plenty. Thank you. God bless. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.